Hello there. So I'll make this collab video with my family members for the first time. Usually they're just in the background whenever I'm vlogging. So I saw an interesting ad in Facebook recently about GCash stories, and it somehow triggered something in me to also reflect and share how GCash has impacted my life. Now, how mobile payments platform, the digital mobile payments platform, has shifted the way I work and also transact, shop physically or even online, right? So recalling in the past, like during the pandemic, I think that was the first time that there was a shift in the way I was, you know, spending money online, right? And another thing that I've also done was I have also increased my spend, and I actually downloaded my transaction history in uh, from GCash to check how much I spent in 2021. For example, I spent like over 20K, and I was surprised that, oh, I thought I was only like spending like less than 5,000 or something, but it ended up I was spending 20K, transacting 20,000 like plus for the whole year, as an example. And also going back like to the pandemic, like when your mobility is restricted, you have to find ways to not only help out but also like you know manage your finances. And one of the struggles of not just my parents or my also extended family, like my aunts and uncles, like they were not able to go to the bank or access the bank, for example, and they had to rely on something that was um, more accessible, but at the same time they had to undergo some level of learning curve because they're not very tech savvy, for example. So not only we were teaching them, but we were also using that whenever like a family member needed some money, they could not access it, or they have trouble going to the bank because the banks were having limited office hours, for example. So they can go to the pawn shops and just transfer money through there through the app. And another example I can share is during the Bagyong Odette, electricity was out for like a month or two in Cebu. The ATM access to ATM was very limited, not because there was no ATM, but there's no electricity to power the ATM, and therefore nobody or everyone, almost everyone, is having difficulty accessing money through the ATM. So once the signal was restored, one of the first things that was restored is signal and access to the internet, and we were mobile. Of course, you have to use GCash, and we had to do almost roughly the same things during the pandemic. Share resources. I think that's about it for me. And yeah, I'm just feeling thankful to GCash for being having access to a secure way of managing my finances, mobile and online. And yeah, here's my cousin and sister to share their story on how they use GCash or how it has affected their life.
Number one, kay sayon siya dahil siya ma-access o mostly if na ko'y bayaran sa like process ko sa akong paper, pwede na ka makabayad sa kuan sa through GCash or convenience siya kay dagan siya tay app sa kuan sa iyahang ni merchant like sa government o kuan kini like example Marina or Auto DFA pwede ka bayad. O number two ani kay daghan siya og merchant nga kaning kanang kamukaon or kuan accessible siya og daghan og so one og two almost the same na siya akong answer generalized to. So other opportunities and things kay example sa ilahang if mag-save kag money like sa steam bank nila kay naa say 2 per 2.60% if akong sayop ang iyahang interest rate per annum. So muna na siyang i times kuy na kay pagdala nimo ang mo na mo makuha nga kuan, so taas gid siya if i-compare nimo sa other nga bank like local nga I mean like bank lang diri nga auto ka sa mall kay sa ilahang time deposit kay mudagan na gid siya og 1% or less than 1%. So if you compare mo 2% kapin, dako gid siya sa impact niya. Di siya mo required og pila ka pila kwarta nimo nga may butang. So muna siya ang usa sa opportunities o kana ram siguro. Mana.
I'm a SPAD teacher in profession, so I'm here today to talk about how GCash made my everyday life easy. So actually, what I love about the GCash app because it offers a lot of services, and one of the common services I usually use is that I can buy through the GCash app load for myself, especially when I already put in money in my GCash wallet or GCash app. Easily buy load for myself, and also it is also an opportunity actually to make a little business out of it because you can also sell load. Let's say for my case, I can sell load to my co-workers. If they need load, then they can easily ask me if they can buy load for me, and then I can earn from it a little bit. That's also an opportunity, so that's why that's what I love about it. And then another thing is that through GCash I can now pay my bills online, so it's such an easy access because it's just one click away on your phone. If you have internet on your phone, and then you can just open up the app and just easily access it. If you want to pay your bills on time, you don't have to travel to go to the payment center and line up to pay your bills anymore. So that's one thing that I love about it because it's less hassle, more time to do things that you need to do on your day-to-day work or life activities. Another thing is that if I need to send money to family members, so that's how it helped me in the sense of my day-to-day life. So I'm pretty much happy about it. Especially when you get to buy things online and you don't have to like go to a bank and process the bill and then send it to the seller to pay for the bill, because now it's just one click away and then you can just pay for what you bought. And that's another thing I love about GCash. So thank you, GCash, for making life a little less hassle and easier. So I'm pretty much happy about it.